Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving into one of the league's most compelling offseason stories, how the Kansas City Chiefs are positioning themselves for the 2026 NFL Draft. After another deep playoff run and a shocking blockbuster trade, the Chiefs' front office is under the microscope. With 2 first-round picks, including a rare top 10 selection, Kansas City suddenly has serious draft capital to reload its roster around Patrick Mahomes. We've gathered reports from ESPN, CBS Sports, and the Draft Network to break down who the Chiefs could target, how the Trent McDuffie trade reshaped their draft board, and what this all means for their Super Bowl ambitions in 2026 and beyond. Let's start with the headline that turned heads across the NFL. Kansas City traded All-Pro cornerback Trent McDuffie to the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for 4 draft picks, including the Rams' number 29 overall pick in 2026. According to the Draft Network's Jamie Eisner, that deal instantly boosted KC's draft flexibility, giving them 9 total selections this year, 2 in the first round, 1 at number 9 and another at 29. Now, this isn't a rebuild, not even close. With Patrick Mahomes still in his prime and Andy Reid committed to another multi-year run, this is a retooling of a contender. The Chiefs know their window is still wide open, but cracks showed last season. The offense lacked consistent explosiveness after Travis Kelce battled recurring injuries, and several young receivers struggled with production. On defense, McDuffie's departure leaves a significant hole in the secondary that must be filled immediately. General Manager Brett Veach now faces the challenge of maintaining the dynasty's balance, keep Mahomes protected, keep the weapons sharp, and rebuild a defense tough enough to hold leads in January. The Chiefs' front office is not used to picking inside the top 10. In fact, as CBS Sports' Tom Fornelli put it, Kansas City is rarely in that position. They need to use that opportunity to add a player at a premium position. That number 9 pick is gold, and it's opened the door for speculation across every major outlet. ESPN's Jordan Reed projects that Kansas City could use the first pick on Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate, describing him as a silky smooth route runner with elite hands and 3-level ability. On the other hand, CBS Sports' Josh Edwards believes Kansas City might go for offensive tackle Francis Mauigoa from Miami, a dominant, agile blocker who could immediately protect Mahomes' blind side. And from the Draft Network's latest simulation, KC lands Makai Lemon, the dynamic USC wideout who's ready to electrify the offense from day one. So right off the bat, we've got 3 different names from 3 reputable draft models, Tate, Lemon, and Mauigoa, all addressing the offense, but in slightly different ways. That's because the Chiefs' needs at the top of the draft aren't about plugging one single hole. It's about structure, identity, and sustainability. Why is everyone expecting Kansas City to go offense first? It comes down to one word: continuity. Mahomes was still elite statistically last year, but his yards per attempt dropped, and Kansas City ranked near the bottom third of the league in explosive plays over 20 yards. Losing Tyreek Hill years ago, and now relying on developmental targets has forced a reevaluation of offensive philosophy. That's why wide receiver remains such a focal point. If the Chiefs take Carnell Tate, they get a technically refined route runner with shades of Devonta Smith, precise, patient, and reliable at all levels of the field. His college tape at Ohio State showcases intelligent spacing and route discipline, things Kansas City's system values highly. If they pick Makai Lemon, they're choosing more raw electricity. A receiver who can play both outside and in the slot, with elite acceleration and physicality at the catch point. Eisner calls him ready to make an immediate impact for a team desperate for WR1 stability. Then there's the Francis Mauigoa angle, a move that would protect Mahomes and upgrade the offensive line for years. CBS's Josh Edwards emphasized that the Chiefs must capitalize on a rare top 10 slot to grab a cornerstone at a premium position. And make no mistake, tightening up that offensive front is a valid path back to another Super Bowl. Now to the second first-rounder, the number 29 pick acquired from the Rams. Almost every analyst agrees this selection will be used to address the defense. According to multiple mocks, the name to watch is Avieon Terrell, a physical cornerback from Clemson, and younger brother of Falcons standout A.J. Terrell. Chiefs insiders already see the connection. A tough, sticky man-coverage corner to replace McDuffie's production and attitude. Terrell brings length, recovery speed, and elite press technique, exactly what Steve Spagnuolo needs to keep his scheme aggressive. CBS Sports also highlights that pick as a defensive reinforcement zone, with Kansas City either addressing corner or edge rusher depending on board movement. But if the Terrell name falls to 29, many see it as a no-brainer choice, a legacy replacement almost too perfect for the narrative. Alternatively, Tennessee corner German McCoy has been linked to Kansas City in ESPN's projection. He's a recovery stage talent coming off an ACL tear in 2025 but graded by scouts as top 10 talent when healthy. If the Chiefs' medical staff signs off, McCoy could be an immediate value addition at 29. Moving into day 2 of the draft, Kansas City has another crucial pick, the number 40 overall. Here, the Draft Network simulation brings in Blake Miller, an offensive tackle from Clemson who's known for his technical consistency and pass-blocking strength. If the Chiefs don't land Mauigoa early, Miller would be an excellent value swing tackle or eventual starter. Round 3's projection introduces Mike Washington Jr., a running back from Arkansas who turned heads at the Combine, running a 4.33 in the 40-yard dash. At 210 pounds, Washington adds the speed and burst missing from Kansas City's backfield since Clyde Edwards-Helaire exited the rotation. Eisner labeled him the big winner of the backfield group this spring. Now, these aren't luxury picks, they're foundation reinforcements. Every pick in this mock draft scenario strengthens the core pillars of the Chiefs' game plan: protect the quarterback, diversify weapons, and maintain aggressive coverage units. So, what's the big takeaway? The Chiefs are not chasing names, they're building layers of consistency. After years atop the AFC, their biggest challenge is staying unpredictable. Andy Reid's offense was criticized last year for being methodical but not magical. The addition of any one of these receivers, Lemon, Tate, or even Notre Dame's noted prospect Jeremiah Love, who Mel Kiper Jr. has hinted could fit Kansas City's scheme in some variations, would instantly revive vertical spacing and motion variety. Meanwhile, the McDuffie trade signals trust in Veach's scouting department. Rather than holding onto a star corner at premium salary, they flipped him for opportunity: 2 first rounds, 9 total picks, and complete flexibility. On defense, the blueprint seems clear: replenish young talent now before Mahomes' next contract extension reshapes the salary structure again. For that reason, defensive backs and pass rushers will remain recurring features on draft day. So let's end with this. What's our realistic prediction for Kansas City heading into draft night? Based on the consensus of CBS Sports, ESPN, and the Draft Network assessments, here's one plausible outcome. Round 1, number 9, Francis Mauigoa, OT, Miami, to lock in long-term protection for Mahomes. Round 1, number 29, Avieon Terrell, CB, Clemson, McDuffie's replacement and new tonesetter on defense. Round 2, number 40, Mekhi Lemon, WR, USC, if he somehow slides, KC won't hesitate. Round 3, number 74, Mike Washington Jr., RB, Arkansas, speed injected right into the offense. It's a balanced draft, one that rebuilds in real time and keeps Mahomes insulated on both sides of the ball. The Chiefs' strategy is practical, forward-thinking, and very Brett Veach. This team isn't chasing temporary flash, it's maintaining a dynasty through controlled aggression. And that's our full analysis of the Kansas City Chiefs 2026 mock draft outlook. What do you think? Should Kansas City go offense first, or use that top 10 pick to bring back the defensive swagger that helped them dominate earlier in the decade? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and subscribe for more deep dive NFL analysis. I'm your name, and you've been watching our NFL Draft 2026 series, where every pick tells a story about the next big chapter in football's ever-evolving dynasties. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for Draft Night in Pittsburgh on April 23rd.